Catastrophe in California.
13 million are under red flag warnings. Apocalyptic wildfires.
The Palisades fire had continued its march west, scorching 5,000 acres in its path.
What if I told you there's a way to make your house fireproof? What I found might just change how we fight wildfires forever. This right here is the magic. It's heat resistant, lightweight, and can withstand temperatures of up to 900 degrees Celsius. Well, what does that mean for your home? Protection for wood frames, your belongings, and even your house itself. Now, this isn't just a wild idea. It's a real solution that can save thousands of lives and homes. And today, I'm gonna show you how it works, put it to the test, dive into the science behind it. Ready? Let's go. This all started when I learned about the California wildfires. The fire department couldn't stop the flames. Fire hydrants were running dry and water shortages left entire neighborhoods defenseless. But here's the twist. My solution doesn't rely on endless water supplies or massive budgets. It's simple, practical, and could be the game changer we've been looking for. Seeing that miraculously some houses survived raging flames, I'll uncover real life stories of homeowners who found solutions to keep their home standing. This video is packed with life-saving ideas. Wildfires are scary enough on their own, but have you ever heard of a fire tornado? Those things are terrifying. It's like something out of a disaster movie. Fire tornadoes form when extreme heat, strong winds, and endless fuel collide in the perfect storm. It can hurl embers for miles, tear through neighborhoods, and leave a path of destruction that's almost impossible to stop. Let me show you how they form. Imagine a small flame. Now add vertical airflow and spinning winds. It creates a vortex. Scale that up to a wildfire, and you've got a fire tornado. They're rare, sure, but when they strike, the damage is catastrophic. When wildfires rage, heat rises rapidly, swirling winds twist violently, and the fire pulls in debris. This creates a spinning monster of flames that's as unstoppable as it is devastating. Here's the scary part. Fire tornadoes don't just stay in forests, they can destroy entire neighborhoods. But there's good news. The way we build our homes can change everything. Most homes aren't destroyed by the fire itself, it's the embers that ignite combustible materials. That's where my idea comes in. To demonstrate, I have a model house, some glue, and a piece of fire blanket material. Fire blankets are made from materials like fiberglass or Kevlar, which are incredibly heat resistant. These fibers don't catch fire easily. Let's put this idea to the test. This little house is made of wood, thin, dry, but this other house will use the fire-resistant materials from the fire blanket. One by one, these layers turn the house from a fire trap into a fire shield. Now, let's light things up. Carefully, of course. I've set up a small flame nearby, and as the heat gets closer, you can see how the exposed wood starts to burn almost instantly. This simple material stops the fire in its tracks, showing just how powerful a barrier like this can be. It's like giving the house armor. This isn't just some neat trick for a model. This is the same principle we can use on real homes. By choosing materials like fire-resistant siding or treated wood, we're basically wrapping our homes in their own fire blanket, giving them a fighting chance against wildfires. Sure, you might say that's just a model, but it was actually proved by researchers that it can actually stop the embers and heat that come from wildfires. Also, some homeowners actually took it a step further and built entire wildfire-proof homes. All of them use the same principles we learned here. Meet David DeRochelle, a man who's turned survival into science. Living in Napa County, California, David had 3 terrifying brushes with fire.
It was just across the street there when the whole area was burning. And it just reminded me of Vietnam, where I went, and you gotta do something to protect yourself.
But it was the Atlas fire that changed everything. He had just 5 minutes to grab anything he could and abandon his home. After that, David vowed to never be caught off guard again. Now, his house is a fortress of concrete and steel beams, where the only things that can burn are the cabinets and furniture. And get this, he installed sprinklers not just inside, but outside too, creating a curtain of water to shield his windows from the intense heat. Even with California's droughts, David has a plan. A water tank in the basement and backup from his pool. The coolest part, building this fireproof fortress cost the same amount as building a traditional wooden home. David isn't just surviving wildfires, he's actually outsmarting them. David's story shows that fireproofing a home doesn't have to break the bank. But what if you can take it even further? O.P. Almaraz, a homeowner in Southern California, decided to leave nothing to chance.
I decided, you know what, I'm gonna protect my home as best I possibly could.
After narrowly escaping the devastating Blue Ridge fire. And his approach is all about stopping the smallest spark before it turns into a disaster. Now, his home is a fire-resistant fortress. The walls, shutters, and even the garage doors are made from non-combustible materials. He moved bushes at least 5 feet away from the house because flying embers love to spark fires in close vegetation. And he covered his attic fence with fine mesh to keep those sneaky embers out. His sneaky weapon, a Class A fire-rated roof made from materials like concrete tiles, fiberglass asphalt, and metal. While OP focused on preventing embers from igniting his home, Jeremy Wolf in Ojai Valley took it to a whole new level.
We knew we were building in a wildfire zone. We wanted to build something that was as fire resistant as possible.
He designed his house from the ground up to withstand a wildfire's worst. His fireproof design not only protected his property, but also won over an initially hesitant insurance company.
We were very relieved at the fact that we had chosen to build this way. If I was to build another home in this area, I would build the exact same way.
The exterior walls are solid concrete blocks. The windows are double tempered glass, and every outdoor detail is crafted from fireproof materials. Even his roof is made of steel. And while he uses very little wood, when he does, it's thick and highly fire resistant. Here's the wild part. His home insurance company initially refused to cover it because of the wildfire's risk, but after seeing the architect's blueprints and all the fireproof features of that house, they changed their mind and insured it. That's the kind of preparation that can turn the odds in your favor. Jeremy's fortress of concrete and steel proves that preparation is key. But what if you could rebuild with cutting-edge materials after losing everything? That's exactly what Ryan Raylos did after watching his family's South Lake Tahoe home go up in flames.
Several hours now.
So you saw your house burn on television.
Yeah, it was a surreal experience.
His story is a powerful reminder of how innovation can help us rebuild stronger and safer. Right when Ryan saw his house going up in flames, something caught his attention. Aerial views of homes that survived, standing strong in a sea of ashes. Intrigued, Ryan discovered the secret: special foam bricks filled with 6 inches of concrete. These interlocking blocks are like armor for a house, fire resistant and nearly indestructible. Determined to never face that kind of loss again, Ryan rebuilt his entire home using this cutting-edge technology, proving that with the right materials you can outsmart even the most destructive fires and forces. Ryan's use of fireproof technology highlights the future of home building. But Gary Ledbetter in Paradise, California shows us that even tried and true methods can save lives and properties.
Paradise campfire wrecked our world, burned my house down, took everything from us.
After facing wildfire devastation just days after moving in, Gary was determined to rebuild smarter and safer. He took inspiration from the best fire-resistant practices across the country. His new home is a fortress against flames.
Anything that's a weak point on this envelope of the building is an entry point for a ruthless fire.
With a rooftop sprinkler system, fire-resistant materials, triple-layer stucco sidings, ember-blocking vents, and double-pane windows that can handle extreme heat. But Gary didn't stop there. He made sure to clear plenty of space between the house and any flammable plants and materials, creating a buffer zone against danger, the fire. His story proves that with the right preparation, you can take control and protect what matters most. With so many solutions available, it's heartbreaking to think how much devastation could have been avoided. But the future doesn't have to look like this. Imagine a world where every home is built to withstand wildfires, where neighborhoods are fireproofed, and families don't have to rebuild every time disaster strikes. This isn't just about saving homes, it's about saving lives, memories, and entire communities. The tools are here. The question is, will we use them? The power to change the story is in our hands. Let's make sure rewrite a better one. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay incredible.